1051.
Who
From
we got
Detroit?
here? Who we got?
My guy,
Big
not
Sean.
so Big Sean. It's been a year.
Hey, I'm big, man.
You're getting a lot of money. You eating more now.
I'm
You
eating
still ain't
more.
gaining no weight.
Hey, man, I'm gaining weight. I'm big where it counts, player.
Oh, God.
He got that big jewelry on right now, though. Big jewels.
Oh, yeah, just a little something.
Well, Big Sean is
Trying
here,
to keep
ladies
up
and
with
gentlemen.
y'all.
Last
What's
time
up,
we were
man?
here, we gave him muscle milk.
Hey, y'all said special guest, man. I thought I was regular here. I thought I was a fan
You know
here.
what,
I'm
he
supposed
is
to collect the
family.
check, man.
And I
Where my
respect
paycheck
Big
at?
Sean.
Absolutely.
Big Sean's number will come up in your phone, and I'll be like, "Who the hell is this calling me from Detroit?" They be like, "What up? It's Big Sean." I'm like, "Who?"
Well,
Big
why
Sean.
don't
I'm
you
like,
say?
"It's not
Why
Big
don't you
Sean."
save his contact?
I know, man.
I don't know. I just don't. I changed his number. I don't know.
Exactly.
Then all of a sudden, like, I was just checking on you, making sure you're good. I'm in New York, making sure you and the fam good.
No,
I'm
it's-
like, this Big Sean for real?
Yeah.
You know what? I like to see how artists grow, though. A year ago, he came in here,
Mm-hmm.
didn't have on a lot of jewelry.
Yes, he did.
Not a lot. Not like he got on now.
He had on the- he had
He
on
got
the-
on
Is that a Cartier ring?
No, I made this.
You made that?
I was about to get Cartier.
That was a real lion that he killed
This is a
and
Detroit
iced
tiger.
out.
Wow. that's
Yeah, I
nice.
cut the head off of a tiger,
See?
put it on my finger, and iced it out.
It's just a little bigger. The jewelry's a little bigger, but
Yeah.
he had on the same amount. They're a little bigger now.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah.
A little something, man, you know.
No, but let's talk
Pause.
about, because Big Sean definitely has had like I think the progress that every artist should have. You started off on the freshman cover, Double XL. A lot of people heard of you for the first time there. Then you went through your label struggles and woes. Then you came out with your album, which did pretty good. And then you made it onto MTV's Hottest MCs list. And now you have a new album about to come out.
Yeah, now we're about to turn it up even more.
Right. And you had a lot of #1 singles off this last album.
Yeah, that's tight, man. That's like always a blessing.
That's
like
a lot of progress in a short period of time.
especially to have 3. That's like super good. So you know, I'm excited about it. I can't complain.
I definitely envy you because, you know, you had a front row to Nicki Minaj's ass in the ass remix
Yeah, I
video.
did.
You almost
It was
gave him a
right
lap
there.
dance.
What was that about, sir? How did that feel?
It felt good.
You still, are you still to the thought?
He's looking around.
To the thought?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I love that
All
video.
right. Yeah, that video was great, man.
Absolutely.
Did she feel that Big
Awkward.
Sean, or
Yeah, she felt that. Girl. What you mean? How could she not? She was up on it.
Scab
You
Beezy
should
is
see
not
the-
trying to hear that right now.
you should see the
shout out to
uncut
my
version
homie,
of that
man.
video?
Yeah, you should.
I never seen that.
Me neither.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should get up on that.
How did you see
Get
it?
up on it. Cause she a real player.
All right, yeah.
You need access, guys.
You got her player card up.
Now, also
See.
recently, Ludacris.
Mm-hmm.
He's back in November.
Back in
Not
November.
that recent.
Yeah,
Record
that was a
bada
while
boom.
ago.
He kind of took a stab at you and was saying that you guys were taking a stab at him and that was all he could stand and he can't stand no more.
Yeah, what y'all think about that?
I mean, this is my thought on records like that. If the
I
person
like
don't
how
say
he just threw
That
that,
was
back
good,
at us.
Big Sean.
That
That
was
was
good.
great.
man.
That was good.
That was good. Just threw that right back.
Nah.
if the person don't say your name, it don't count. That's how I feel.
Yeah, it don't count.
It don't count. If you don't say your name, it don't count.
I kind of felt like, who cares, man?
That's what Drake said
What?
about Ludacris. It's not a factor.
He said Luda was using it as a marketing ploy. Well, I don't think Luda even had an album out at the time, so I don't know why he would. Yeah.
What y'all think?
I love this guy. Just
I
throw
mean,
it back
like I
at
said,
him.
if you don't say your
Envy's the
name,
one
it
that
don't
asked the
count.
Envy's the one that asked the question. I didn't really think much of it.
Now, where did the whole
Yeah,
beef?
people-
Where did it start from? He felt that you was taking a stab at him, saying that some of his metaphors were whack.
Yeah, first of all, beef is a serious thing, especially from Detroit.
And you
know
see,
what I'm
Big Sean
saying?
has no beef.
I ain't got no when it's beef.
No
it's-
muscles either.
it's- give it up for the comedian. Over here. Give it up for the comedian.
Boom, boom, boom.
Nah, but it's really serious from Detroit, so it's like ain't no beef. I ain't got no problems with him. I don't ever like think about it. It ain't affected me in no way.
Have you seen him since then? Have you ever met Ludacris at all?
Have I met Luda? Yeah, I met him one time before. And I'm cool with his manager, so
Shaka.
yeah, Shaka.
Okay.
So me and Shaka was cool. We was talking, and then a couple months I saw him at a video shoot I did for the Oh My remix with Drama. You know, everybody was down there. He was there at the video shoot, and he was talking. Everything was cool. And then all of a sudden, that mug just pop up.
I mean, do you think it was about you though? Because like I said, he didn't say your name, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was about me.
It was absolutely about him. You know,
Yeah, who else would it be about?
Yeah.
So now
I
you're
didn't catch it.
you're on tour. You're on tour
He
with Trey
didn't say my
Songz.
name. Though.
You're on tour with Trey Songz now.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like? for
It's
you?
tight, man, because I was just on tour. I did my first headliner tour right before this for like 2 months, and that was banging. It was completely sold out. And this one is like a demographic I think wasn't at them shows.
Right.
It's like
All
90%
women.
fine-ass girls all the time. And it's tight. It's good. Trey Songz is a cool dude, man. He like really be showing love from the sense like I remember one night it wasn't completely full and he held the door and he like paid money out of his pocket just so I could perform for a full audience as opposed to going on early. So it's that kind of love that, you know, you just gotta respect coming from a real dude, you know what I'm saying? So I met him when I was 18. I met him at a radio station like this back when I was freestyling for the stations, and he came promoting his single. He was skinnier than me,
that's
had
true.
braids, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, I rap too. And I was like, you rap? So me and him was like rapping together, and then he was like, man, hopefully I see you at the top. So it's crazy how things come full circle.
Right.
You know what
Trey
I'm saying?
shares the box too. Like he knows he can't bang them all. So the ones he can't bang, he'll pass off.
Yeah, he passed them.
Absolutely.
But I got my own though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't, hey.
You're finally famous.
Watch that.
Of course you do.
No, but now I do have to ask you this because it has to be hard to be on tour with somebody like Trey, where it is like more than 90% women at his shows. And I know you had some issues recently. Does that make you more careful, like with girls? I know some
Issues?
girl
What
had,
issues
He
did he
caught
have?
a case in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah,
Right,
some girl had
explain it.
accused
That's
him. And I'm gonna say this: me knowing Big Sean, I can't imagine that he would forcibly
Yeah, of
do
course
that.
Can't imagine
not.
you raping nobody, Big Sean.
Of course not.
That doesn't strike you.
That's,
Don't strike
that
us as
was,
the
it
rapist
wasn't
type.
for no rape. She said that
Sex
we
abuse.
touched her in the wrong places, which was, this case got dropped, so I ain't even got it.
Right.
Obviously, it was
Right.
just like some stupid
Were you like,
stuff.
what the hell? Like,
But what
no
it did-
idea.
No, it taught me a lot, though. It taught me a lot about becoming a man. It showed me where I was at in my career. It showed me that, I'm a brand and I got to protect myself. And the girl was there in the first place because my homie brought her on my tour bus after I told him, don't bring no girls on this bus. Don't be smoking no weed on this bus. Because I caught him with weed on there one time, and it was just like a big thing. And I was like, hey, man, don't be doing it. Don't
No
be
guns,
having none of this
no
stuff.
women, and no drugs.
Yeah, so it was like a week later, we in New York, and then sure enough, as soon as I get off my set and I'm about to go back on with Wiz, it's a girl on the bus that he had, and she was all like with her shirt off and stuff and just doing all this crazy stuff. So it's just like, that situation so fast. I had to go right back on stage in 10 minutes. It's like, how in 10 minutes can I do all this stuff they accuse me of, first off?
Shit, all it take me is 3. What's that mouth do though?
Gosh.
No, but I mean, and there has to be
and
a.
there's people on the bus. Like, everybody was on there. Her friends was on there. So it was just like,
What are you
the,
talking
the,
about?
the case didn't like really make sense. And then by the time it really came to it, when we had to like go to court, it was like, all right.
So they
just
arrested
forget
you and
about it.
everything. They right after the show arrested you.
Bro, they arrested me, definitely.
That happened to
I
me
had
before.
walk through
Did you
the-
think it was
everybody
real?
yeah, Big
But we
Sean,
believe it
yeah.
more from you, Charlamagne.
I didn't touch the girl. It was just like that. I was throwing a party. Chick was at the party.
Yeah.
Chick
I
got
don't even think Big Sean
molested
believes you
or
right
whatever.
You
Shit, I got
Charlamagne
arrested.
definitely touched that girl.
I did not touch her.
All right.
Charlamagne, you ain't
I did not touch her. I promise you I did not touch
Why
that
you
girl.
smiling then?
Because I'm laughing at her. I did not touch
crossing
her.
his toes.
And they dropped my charges too, though.
No, but that, you know what? And
don't mean
thank
you ain't
goodness the
touch it.
charges got dropped,
touch
but that is a good lesson for you and for your whole entourage to learn. Because
Yeah.
I know for your boy, you told him don't do this. Now I bet now they'll be like, okay, you know what?
Well, no, I sent him home. He don't roll with me on the road
Smart,
no more.
very
So
smart.
I separated it, and not only that, it was embarrassing, man,
That
because it
is.
was like I kind of respect. I'm a respectful person, and I'm nice. You know what I'm saying? I always like handle myself properly. So when my grandma woke up the next morning and saw that on the news, like
He's
with
out
my
of
family,
control.
and I had to go to Detroit the next day. I had like a big homecoming show that day, so it was the night before the show when all this happened. And I remember talking to the police, and the police was cool. They was like, "Man, we ain't gonna put no handcuffs on you, man." The whole reason I even got arrested is because I couldn't say anything. She was telling her story to the police, and then my management was like, "Yo, whatever you say, don't say nothing. They could use
So
it
you got a
against you
lawyer.
in the law,
Yeah.
so don't say nothing."
That's the best advice.
So I was like, I was at the cops when I was like, "Man, I can't say nothing. I ain't do nothing, but I can't say nothing." And they was like, "Man, well, we got to take you in, and if you can't say nothing, cause she's saying this." So they took me in. They was like, "Yo, we ain't gonna embarrass you though. Just roll." I'm like, "Man, just walking next to y'all gonna
It's
embarrass
still
me."
embarrassing.
Yeah, they was like, "Man, no, get in the front seat of the car." So I rolled in
Shotgun.
the
Now you
front,
look like an
shotgun.
informant.
I'm still
Shotgun.
like-
Hey, now you snitching. Big Sean out here snitching. He's an informant.
So then, and they talking to me on the way there, like, "Yo, good show, man. My daughter love you, man." And I'm sitting here like, "Damn." So then we get there, and I'm like, "Man, please make sure this don't get out." They was like, "It ain't gonna get out."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
We ain't gonna
Media
let
take
your-
out now.
We ain't gonna let your mug shots get out. My mug shots didn't get out.
Okay.
But then I'm talking about, I went to sleep 6 hours later, woke up. I'm talking CNN, MTV News,
Damn it, man.
MSN.
Because I saw that and I was
NBC,
like, that does
ABC.
not sound like Big Sean.
Yeah,
Now,
that
what
was
about your girlfriend? I bet she was. That was the first thing I thought. I know she was like,
man,
what
the
the
thing,
hell?
and I ain't talked to her, so she was like looking at the news, and she was like, "Man, what the hell is going on?" I was so embarrassed that I couldn't even like talk to nobody because it just was like, man, this looks so stupid.
Well, you're at the point now, Big Sean, you can't talk after 5 p.m.
Yeah, you can't, man.
They'll get you in trouble, yo.
They will, man. I learned that. Learned that the hard way.
All right, now
Yikes,
you're also working on this good music compilation album. How is that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that almost done? Because I've been hearing a lot of leaked information about it.
I don't know. Who
You're on
knows?
it though. You did your part.
Man, I went in there and I went in on that. All right.
Y'all traveled abroad, didn't y'all? Y'all went to like London or somewhere?
Yeah, we went to London. We was right next to Buckingham Palace. So, you know, right next to the royal family. So it was royal family staying below us. We had rented out the top floor. It was banging that bitch out. We had like, you know, every room was like a studio. We set up a studio. So some of the royal family was staying below us, and they was complaining like, we got all this loud ass rap music above us, weed smoke, all this. They are like, you know, you pay all that money, you never expect to like get them kind of complaints. You know what I'm saying? But it was hard. We had everybody out there. Manny Fresh was out there.
Wow. You got Manny Fresh beats?
Yeah, we got Manny Fresh beats on deck. So I got something for other projects too. We about to drop. And
how do you feel about that compilation though? Because I mean, like you dropped a successful album last year. So the logical thing to do would be come out with your second album, your solo album.
I'm about to.
Yeah,
You feel like you're going backwards a little bit with the compilation?
Nah, the compilation
Nah,
would be
I feel
crazy.
like
Think
Because
about
he
it.
don't need it.
Common, Ye,
Nah, it's all
Pusha.
of
Common Ye don't need it. Neither does
Sean,
Sean.
it's just good for music though.
It's good for music, but
You don't think they need it? I think everybody need it.
You think so?
That'd be good.
I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
great. And
I think it's a good
Wow.
look for guys like Pusha and Sci-Hi the Prince and those guys.
I think when you truly want to take over, it's the best way to do it is to come together. You know what I'm saying? I
Absolutely.
think people have, and it's like coming back to, I feel like the crew thing, man. Like all these crews coming back
Common was
strong.
riding with y'all. Common said y'all was about to go ham on YMCMB.
So
Hey.
if they'd have ganged up on Common, you know, Wayne jumped in, would you have jumped in and had the whole Common down lyrically?
Man, why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying?
That's
my
what I'm
brother,
talking
but
about.
You gotta
Big Sean
represent, be
riding.
loyal.
No, hell yeah, I'm a loyal as hell. That's my fam, that's my bro. But I don't even think it got to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they were
It's
shaking
like,
hands at the All-Star game.
shaking
Light
hands at
skin
the
beef.
All-Star
Light skin, we
game.
don't
You
beef
see
too long.
Ye and Wayne cool.
Yeah.
Me, I'm cool with Tyga. I'm cool with Nicki. You know, Drake. I'm cool with all them. You know what I'm saying? Wayne reached out. Me and him about to do some work. So it's like, it ain't even no thing.
Are you
like that.
concerned about the sophomore album Jinx? Because you did so well with your debut album.
Hell
now you got
nah.
a second one coming out, and everybody's gonna be, you know, people really wait to hate.
Nah, hell no. Man, I'm happy. I'm excited because my first album wasn't how I wanted it to be. It was like elements of my first album that was really missing, that I was adding in, that couldn't clear at the last minute, that songs just didn't make it. So this one, we really like took the time out and started way early in advance. Like the recording process, it was crazy because I was doing a lot of promo and trying to do my album at the same time. So this time I'm taking time out to like do my right. You know
The
what
way
I'm
your
saying?
album came out, I think, was the best way, even for you and J. Cole, because those are like the sneaky sales where nobody ever expects it.
Yeah.
The label doesn't really support it as much as they should.
Yeah.
Now
They give
they're
a
on it.
minimum
Yeah, they did. So
money,
now they on it.
and
I
they
feel
take
like-
off, and they like, whoa, we got one.
Yeah, I feel like the rollout really could have been better, and I really just had one single out too. I had my last, and then Marvin and Chardonnay was starting to come out, but I just feel like now my audience has quadrupled since
Right.
then. You know what I'm saying? So we going hard.
And they will take credit for, you know.
Absolutely.
And this album, it talks a lot more. It's way more introspective. It's like, I remember I did this show in Colorado, right? Cold as hell, it was snowing, and this kid was outside my tour bus the whole day. And Mike Brinks was like, yo, we got to bring this dude in, man. He been outside all day. Your show sold out. I don't know if he got a ticket. So we brought him on the bus, came in, said, what's up? And, you know, what's up, man? I'm your idol. You my idol, whatever. So I gave him a ticket, you know, to the show. So I saw him after the show. So he came backstage, and he started crying. And he cried on my shoulder. He was like 13 years old. And he was like, man, you my hero, dog. I just want to make a better life for my mom like you did. You know what I'm saying? I'll do anything you tell me, dog. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be like you, dog. Look, and he showed me a picture of his birthday cake, and he had Big Sean on his birthday cake. He had Big Sean decorations. So that's when I realized, like, yo, when you got the mic in the audience, you got to make sure you say something too. Like, of course, you got songs like Ass, have all the fun songs, but you got to make sure you say something that progress people's minds because people look up to you.
Right.
Word, Jerry Sandusky
You know what
would
I'm saying?
absolutely took advantage of that situation.
Oh,
Him,
stop.
Bishop Eddie Long, they would have took advantage of that.
man.
young
Nah,
man.
so I got songs
But
on.
that's
so
a
I
great
got-
touching moment that really shows you how you affect people's lives.
Yeah, that really showed me a lot. So I got songs that's really inspired by just times like those, and you know, of course, I still got them bangers on there, but it's gonna shock. I think it's gonna shock a lot of people.
How do you feel about your standing on the hottest MCs list? Because you did have a great run last year, but there was a lot of critics that said, "Oh, Big Sean may not have been deserving to be on that list."
Who said that?
Yeah, who
I mean,
said
just
that?
critics because everybody
They're going to criticize everyone on that list.
True,
Yeah,
but people was
everybody.
very upset that J. Cole wasn't on there.
Yeah,
You
hell
know?
yeah. I was kind of like, I don't see how J. Cole wasn't on there. You know, just he had a great year, just in general.
Yeah, one of those
You know what
sneaky
I'm
years,
saying?
too.
And he had
Absolutely.
a great. He just did good as hell this year. I was proud of him. So I was kind of thinking like, damn, it's crazy they didn't put him on there, but they put me on there. So
I mean, Big Sean also had a lot
of
of big radio hits, too.
Mhm.
I'm not disputing that. I'm not. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and you know,
cool with
I
Sean
feel like
standing
that's
on the
kind of like opinionated. It's like 8 people who
Right.
like decide on that. So
Which is not fair. They should have had radio personalities, DJs, other artists.
other artists, and I feel like they
bloggers.
could have had other like people from different coasts and stuff, like
Absolutely.
down south, like West Coast,
That's
as
what we said
opposed to
earlier.
all
I
New
think
York.
Charlamagne and
Absolutely.
Envy
Across
want to
the
do
bucket.
their own list next year.
We wanted to do our own list this year.
But
We still might.
We still might.
We still might do
Why
our own
don't
list.
y'all?
We still
I mean,
might.
everything's subjective. There's nobody that's going to make a list that everyone's going to agree with everyone on the list.
Yeah,
That's the whole
nobody
point of it, is
ever.
to get people talking.
True, but there's some people that definitely should be
Nah,
on.
but it's tight that they highlighted like Wiz. You know what I'm saying? They highlighted Wale, Meek.
Meek, I love Meek, but Meek shouldn't have been on it because he don't have an album out. And if one of the criteria is sales, he don't
Yeah,
have
he
no
doesn't have any
sales.
sales yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Meek should have made the list next year when
Next
his
year,
album
when his
comes
album
out.
drops.
And, you know, he's still on fire. Meek should have did less.
Shout out to Meek too. We was just in the studio. We got a lot of stuff coming.
You're doing a lot.
I've been going hard, man. I got these new songs. Matter of fact, I wish I could play one for y'all.
You can.
We can play one
You're
right
in
now.
control.
Yeah, come on. This
Def
is
Jam
good.
don't control you. Good music don't
Def
control
Jam,
you.
that's right.
You done sold records, Sean. You
Yeah.
finally
Hyped up.
famous.
We the label. What's
Hey,
up?
absolutely. If you want to drop a song, you can drop a song.
And listen, Big Sean is this kind of artist that a lot of other artists can learn from, because I remember when you didn't feel like you were getting the push that you wanted, but you went ahead, did your mixtapes, did everything that you had to do.
Yeah, that's how we
regardless, because a lot
started.
of people blame the label. Oh, my label didn't do this for me. My label didn't do that. My label's not pushing me. But sometimes you got to go out there, and
Nah, you
Kanye did
gotta-
the
Tell
same
him.
thing.
You gotta make
What
it
would
yourself.
Jay-Z do right now? He'd play the record. Let's go.
Hey, where it's at? Hey, where it's at, Nicole?
Management's like,
Come
all
on,
right,
Nicole.
We gotta get my computer.
Management's like, don't play.
Nah, but
Is Def Jam trying to tell you what records to do now? And you're kind of telling them, like, look,
nah,
I did this without y'all
they
the
was
first time.
They was trying to tell me the first time, but you know, we just kind of went with what we felt. I feel like if you fail off of what somebody else says, then it's like you ain't got no reason to be mad. But if you fail off of what you do, at least you could live with it. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like, I do whatever the hell I want to do, man.
Do it.
Especially this next album, we doing like whatever we want.
All right.
And that's how you do it. But as far as that mixtape goes, like, that's right. And I kind of feel like it's messed up because the mixtape game is so up now, man. It's like not the same how it used to be, how with like me, Cole, Wiz, you know, Mac Miller, Wale, how we like came and really, we revolutionized it. You know what I'm saying? For
Y'all
like,
created albums. Y'all had albums.
we had
Yeah.
albums on
They're not mixtapes,
mixtapes,
they're
and
really-
now people who ain't got no business doing mixtapes. People putting out mixtapes every week,
Right.
and it's getting oversaturated. People don't even get a chance to listen to it. So I remember I was sitting with, I was talking about this with Cole the other night, and I was like, man, we got to figure out a way to keep that part of our fan base satisfied and make it still mean something. Like, we got to revolutionize it somehow. So we just working on some stuff.
Oh, so you guys are doing a joint mixtape.
No.
I think y'all should keep the approach that y'all had. The approach that y'all had was like y'all approached mixtapes like they were albums. And I
Yeah.
think that's what people love. Like, People Finally Famous is kind of like your fourth album.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, because the mixtapes did so much. And without radio, I was selling out shows. I was doing the SOBs, even bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? And just like, that's what really holds me down is my core over everything. That's why I think singles can do so well and stuff, is because when people, it's a difference when people are into your singles and when people are really into you as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could see the difference at your shows. You know, it's artists, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know artists who just are big, like radio artists. It's not the same impact as somebody who people can
Who's
relate
actually
They
to.
know the
brand.
cuts off
Absolutely.
the
Like the
album.
guy Young Chris who did Racks on Racks. Racks on Racks was bigger than him.
Right.
You know,
Bigger
nobody
than
knows
him.
who Young Chris is.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
His name was Young Chris. That's
Why-
YC.
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 He had to change it because it was a young Chris already. You know.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. That's
Big
crazy.
Sean is here. We look forward to this compilation that's coming next in your album.
Yeah, album,
Do you have a title
compilation, mixtape. No, I don't have a title for the album, no.
Anything you're
But we
bouncing
got the
around?
songs, though. I don't know. What you think? What would be a good one?
A good title?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't step on you. I don't even know what's on the album.
A good title would be called Good Music.
That-
But what about the
That's
compilation?
probably going to be the compilation.
Oh, your album. Oh.
Yeah,
we were
my
talking about
album.
his
I
album.
guess Still Famous.
Still famous.
Famous.
I'm still famous.
Even more famous.
It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Big Sean.
Boy.